Hello everybody, welcome to the series on what was happening in the business world when we were sleeping last night. Well, a lot of video gaming companies have announced their quarterly results in the last few days, and unfortunately, the results were pretty bad. Also, not only the previous quarter results, but the forecasts for the upcoming quarters are also pretty weak. In this video, we are going to analyze why that is happening and what are the specific factors that are driving video gaming industry. Before you dismiss and say, hey, neither I'm a player nor I care about this industry, let me give you 3 reasons why you should watch this video and also why you should dig deeper into the video gaming space. Number 1, this is a huge market to start with. In the US, close to 250 million people, that's 70% of the population, play video games. Right? I'm talking only about one country. Number 2 is if you are remotely interested in investment banking interviews or cracking management consulting interviews, you should read more about this industry. The reason is pretty simple. There's a lot of mergers and acquisition activities happening in this industry, and also a lot of consultants pick up projects in this industry. So a lot of interview questions naturally. The third reason is that this is a very unique industry to understand itself, because unlike other entertainment related industries that go down in the face of a recession, this particular industry does not go down in a recession. People won't step out for a restaurant or for a movie experience in a recession, but they still get a video game and try to play it at their home for an year or even longer, right? So with these reasons, let's understand first of all how these companies are making money right now, right? One of the first ways is through subscriptions. Yes, it's not only a Netflix or an Amazon Prime subscription. You can also buy a subscription from Xbox or PlayStation to play unlimited number of games every single day. Close to $10 to $15 subscription per month. Now the question is this small or is this big? Well, Xbox made close to $3 billion in subscription revenues in the last 1 year. And that is also a growing piece of the pie. The second way in which these guys are making money is through esports. Esports are competitive sports, that is, 2 teams fighting against each other in a video game. Now, why do you think esports is big? Because one of the famous YouTubers, Kylie, has won 3 million USD for winning an esports competition. And also, who are sponsoring these events? BMW, Kia, Nike, the biggest of the biggest brands, because it's one of the coolest ways to engage with the Gen Z audience. The third way in which these guys are making money is through mobile games. Now, there are a lot of games which are specifically designed for the mobile platform. Let's say Pokemon Go. Also, a lot of traditional, rich and good video games that are only dedicated to the console units are now coming onto the mobile platform as well, like Call of Duty. And this segment is also growing tremendously. Why? Because it gives you the ease of access, right? Hey, when you are commuting to your work or when you are commuting to your college, you can still play that video game. You don't need to be at your home or in front of your console unit. The fourth way in which these guys are generating revenues is through cloud streaming platforms like Google Stadia. Unfortunately, Google Stadia is not operational anymore, or they're about to shut their operations in the next 2 to 3 months. But this is a pretty popular way of making money as well. Now, when Google Stadia itself is shutting down, we understand how difficult it is to make money in the video gaming industry. And one of the reasons why it is difficult to make money in this space is because nobody can predict the success or failure of a video game that's about to be released. And one of the common issues that Google Stadia was facing was that there are not too many engaging titles on the platform itself. Now, with that background, again, let's slightly step into a different angle. Hey, what are some of the trends in this industry? The first major trend in this industry is China, right? Regulatory bodies in China have now come up with rules and regulations around, hey, how many hours can a child play video games, right? If there were 2 hours for which a child can engage in video games, probably they have a lot more choices. But now, if the government is saying you can play only for an hour, it means that they are also getting choosy in terms of which video game to play. And the second thing, they are not allowing all the video game publishers to release their titles in China. they are asking for regulatory approvals before a game is published in the market. Now that's another hassle for a lot of these publishers, and hence the revenues in China through video games is now declining year over year. The second trend that is influencing the gaming industry is that in the last few years, because of COVID, a lot of teams were not able to work together, right? Publishers, developers, game testers were not in the same location, which they were used to previously, and they used to develop games seamlessly. But since these games take a lot of time to develop, and since these teams were not together, now the game developments are also getting delayed, and hence not major releases across Electronic Arts or Microsoft this year, or any other platform for that matter. And hence there are a lot of revenue declines associated with new titles. The third reason is also because of the fatigue caused by lockdowns. Now, because of the COVID lockdown, a lot of people are not stepping out and they were buying video games to entertain themselves at home. Now that they are stepping out, they are putting these video gaming platforms on the sidelines. Now, in case of a recession, a lot of people will lose their jobs, but still we are not at a stage where we can officially call it a recession. Even though we are hearing a lot of layoffs, the labor market is still decent and strong enough, and hence we are not seeing that upside for the video gaming market. I hope this video is pretty clear, and I hope you also like the content that I'm creating. Please do press on the like button, and that is the only way for me to know if this content is really helpful versus not, or if I should be creating something else. Take care guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.